Rumors are that allegedly Porsha is about to be demoted at Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 16. What's going on? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. All right, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about. And it centers around rumors that allegedly Porsha is about to be demoted at Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 16. What's going on? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more. And here it goes. Rumors are that allegedly Real Housewives of Atlanta producers are fed up with Porsha and her divorce drama with Simon. It's a mess, said the source. Porsha has made production jump to too many hoops in order to film this season. And so far, they have turned up empty-handed. Porsha isn't delivering, said the source, like everyone had hoped. She's playing coy about her divorce to Simon and tight-lipped about rekindling her romance with Dennis. The source continued. Everyone thought for sure Dennis would be Porsha's new storyline, but she's taken too long to reintroduce him to the franchise. This allegedly has producers seeing red. Porsha is wasting valuable filming time, said the source, and no one can make her see that. Another source said Simon is running circles around Porsha, something that would make good TV, except Porsha refuses to acknowledge Simon's actions on camera in order to save face. Simon has barred Porsha and the network and producers from filming in his mansion, and he has also stopped Porsha from filming in the Rolls Royce that he purchased for her. The source continued, producers are literally back at day one with Porsha and fed up. Her ego seems to be bigger than ever, allegedly, and no one can make her seem to see that this is going to cause a major issue if she does not have a legitimate storyline. Porsha could very well be demoted to film the show for season 16, said the source, and at this point, no one would mind. Now, kinfolk, this is some information that is coming out of season 16 filming behind the scenes, and it has to do with Miss porshawilliams and, her lack of what my sources are saying is a good storyline, and how producers are becoming very impatient and fed up with all of these antics that Porsha's allegedly creating behind the scenes. Now, the first part of this rumor, I do think is very somewhat factual, or at least it seems to be factual, and it's this. Simon seems to have thrown Porsha off her game. I think Porsha did not take into account how crafty Simon is and how much of a impact he would have to her image, and how he is constantly reconstructing the story narrative around Porsha not being so wealthy and not being this well-to-do Atlanta socialite that her team is trying to portray her as. And I think what that has done is it has thrown Porsha off her game. And she seems as if she's not really focused on filming, but she's more so focused on getting back at Simon on social media or being petty with Simon on social media. And like my sources are saying, that would be great if it was being filmed. But allegedly, Porsha does not want to film it because she is trying to save face in this whole divorce fight from Simon. So it does seem as if Simon has really thrown her off of her game, because I think he blindsided with her with the fact that he is not going to go silently into the night or allow Porsha to create this fake narrative around why they got divorced. Simon is putting up a fight, and it seems as if Porsha is putting up a fight as well, but all of her fight and all of her energy towards that fight is happening off camera. So Simon running circles around her really has put her off of her game. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this rumor, I think that probably should have happened, but Porsha for some reason decided to go a different route, and it's this. I definitely feel like Porsha should have divorced Simon on camera. In divorcing Simon on camera, it seems as if that would have been a easy storyline. The narrative could have very well been Porsha and Simon's marriage did not work out, and why did it not work out? It would have given Porsha and the producers a lot of raw footage to use, and to where both Simon and Porsha could tell their stories individually, and then it would have made for a great reunion because now they're face to face and they're trying to debunk what is factual, what is not factual, who is right and who is wrong in the marriage. So I do think Porsha in some way kind of overplayed her hand by signing her contract and allegedly promising producers this big glamorous high-flying lifestyle, and then within a couple of weeks divorcing Simon. Now, I do understand there could have been a rationale behind it, her getting away from Simon and not wanting to commingle her funds with Simon, with this new contract with Simon. But as you see, the divorce is still ongoing and nothing is official yet. So if everything is being dragged out to this extent, and the fact that they're continuing to fight, it seems to me Porsha could have made the smart move, or at least her team could have made her see that the smart move would have been to divorce Simon on camera. That way she can tell her story uninterrupted, and also that way Simon could not necessarily be on the offense so much. He could really be on the defense. It really does seem like Simon is always 2, 3, 4, 5, even sometimes 6 steps ahead of Porsha and her team, which is not a good look. So, in other words, Porsha, if you're going to go through all of this drama and rigmarole in a divorce, and, it'd been smart to have had it on film. Now, part of me feels like Porsha thought this was going to be an easy cut and dry divorce, but we see Simon is not going quietly into the night, and I do feel like Porsha and her team and producers really missed a good filming opportunity with this divorce situation. Now, kinfolk, the third thing about this rumor, I do think is somewhat factual from what my sources are saying allegedly about Porsha and where she is now in filming, and it's this. I really do feel like Porsha's ego is probably bigger than what it was when she left. I think a part of her ego was kind of like checked when she realized that the whole show cannot necessarily revolve around her because she's not good at carrying a storyline. But I do feel like that her ego outside of that, as her being an OG veteran housewife, or her being like, the star or one of the stars, I really do feel like that has put blinders on Porsha. And she doesn't understand how much her ego is stopping her from delivering for this season. And a part of her ego is very visible with the fact that she has a mansion she could go back to and film. But her ego is saying her old house is not as big or nice or updated or as modern as the one she's staying in now. And she wants to updo the other ladies and upstage them, so she's going to stay put in this house. Now, is that a flex? Kind of, sort of, but not really when you're considering all the drama that's going behind her being in the house. Yeah, your house might be better and bigger than some of your castmates, but 1, Simon has stopped you from filming in the house. 2, Simon has probably made it abundantly clear, or it has at least alluded to the fact that your name is not on the deeds, as you have no right to be in the house. So that's a lot of ego. That's nothing more than pure ego, because if there was not ego involved, then Porsha would be back in the loop filming in her mansion and going about her glamorous, high-flying lifestyle, dating, and being the Porsha that we love. But I do think that Porsha has not realized yet that her ego is really preventing her from really delivering what the producers and the network and us as fans need and want to see with this upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, kinfolk, the last part of this rumor that I absolutely could see as being factual, and it has to do with producers and their relationship to the newbies and the OG and veteran housewives ahead of season 16 filming, and it's this. Allegedly behind the scenes, my sources are saying that production or producers told that individual cast member individually and as a whole that they have to have storylines going into this season, and if they do not have storylines, they will be demoted. Now, here's the thing. I absolutely agree with that, and I also can see that as being the issue. The only problem is they have created, I think, within Porsha the same monster they have with Giselle, Nene, Kyle Richards, Teresa. It is that the show needs you. The franchise needs you. So you can have a storyline, but that whole ultimatum is not necessarily directed towards you. It's directed to the newbies. And which is crazy because the newbies don't know how to skate during the season. However, Kenya and Porsha and Cynthia, and probably I would say even Shamia, know how to skate during a season and not have any of the tension on them or any of the drama on them, but just helping to facilitate and create all the drama with the other ladies. So now you have this conundrum where you may have told the ladies they need a storyline, but I don't think Porsha really thinks that is applicable to her. Now, here is the catch. I also honestly believe that although production has helped create these monsters or these like diva type Real Housewives of Atlanta cast members, I do believe they are very, very serious when they come to the whole fact of you have to have a storyline or we're going to demote you. Because this season has seen so many shakeups. Fans have experienced so many shakeups. So right now, if they did demote Porsha to friend of the show or cut out a lot of her episodes, I don't think fans will really care or really even notice to a certain extent, because so much drama has gone on behind the scenes to where fans are expecting something not to be edited correctly or certain people not to be in the season full time throughout the filming and also throughout the show when it's airing. So I do really believe that the producers and production is very serious about not having a storyline. But however, this monster they have created with Porsha, I think she feels like that does not apply to her. Now, my sources are saying that if Kenya is potentially let go or decides to leave, then Porsha is going to have to really step up and then quick. And if she can't step up and then quick, two things may happen. Producers may give her a storyline that she has to produce, or may very well just demote her, not to a friend of the show, but just demote her into how many episodes she's in to where she does not get her full rate. But kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think that Porsha, do you think production is fed up with Porsha because allegedly she doesn't have a storyline and is not allowing production into her marriage? Or do you think Porsha is playing it smart by keeping production out of her personal life and mainly focusing on creating drama and storylines with the other ladies and within the group dynamic? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over in the next one. Peace.